for me. Sing for me.
I am with my very special guest. He needs no introduction. His name is Pratt. He's from a Secret Model Limited. Of course, it's a modeling agency. Pratt, welcome to Beatbox.
Good evening, Jerry.
Now, you've had an interesting career. I've read your bio, and then tell us how it all got started.
Well, it's been like nearly 9 to 10 years back. I mean, it didn't start like model. I was never in the modeling scene. I was never in the acting scene, but I was actually assisting a crew during my holidays, university holidays, and it was a Pakistani serial crew who was there, and they were shooting, and they just asked me, help us for the crew shooting and all that. But then after a while of shooting, they just say, we badly need a guy who can fit, a specific role they had, and they said, why don't you just try for that? And I gave a shot, and they said, okay, let's just do it. And it was like 3 to 4 weeks of shooting, and I got to know a lot of experience with them, and from there on they told me, why don't you just move into that direction and try to make sure that, when you finish that, get into your studies and finish off your studies and again start with acting. And unfortunately, when I finished my studies, I tried to look for acting school. There was no acting school over here, so I said, okay, let's get into modeling, so let's try at least that. And when I went modeling, so this is where I am. You've
worked with some famous people. Now I want to name drop some names.
Well, I definitely, last year I worked with Manish, but Manish Malhotra was the mainstream designer. But besides Manish, there have been a lot of other people I've sort of worked with. The first guy, who is a very close friend of mine, is Rocky S, who is the Dark Knight of the fashion industry in Bollywood, and he's been personally designing a lot of clothes for Katrina Kaif, Hrithik Roshan, John Abraham, and not only that, he's just been working with Paris Hilton, Beyonce, Pussycat, and the name keeps going on and on. And through him, 2 years back, I had the opportunity to assist the IFA Awards, and we went to Hong Kong and Macau. So once I reached in Hong Kong, these were like 3 weeks of full-fledged, not only partying. It was a lot of fashion shows we had to assist. It was like a huge festival of awards ceremony and all that. And this is where I got to really understand the Bollywood world and the Hollywood world. And it's completely different. What we see on TV and what we experience there is it's a huge. The spectrum is completely different.
Now, a lot of people want, especially at the moment, they want to get into modeling. What are your views on that?
It's good. It's good that people want to follow that path. It's a real nice thing, but the problem is somehow, not unfortunately, but the truth is not everybody can be a model. Everybody can dream of becoming somebody, but at the end of the day, there's always a bunch of right people who get it right. It's not that easy, and you have to keep, for a guy especially, you have to keep coming up with a new kind of styling, and it's a whole different process. It's not been for me, it hasn't been easy at all. I've had to experiment for 10 years. I had to stay there and keep being the demand and keep supplying for that, because there was a lot of competition. There's a little market, and there's so many models, and there's little scope. So it's really tough. Actually, it's much more difficult than in India, because here you can just do one shot and you're out. So basically you have to keep becoming a new guy. You have to change your look, change your hairstyle, meet people, network. It's a whole different science behind that. So, but at the end of the day, it's all your hard work. And if you're good at it, you're just good at it.
Right, thank you very much for being with us today.
All right, Jack.
And we'll see you very soon.
Okay.
on, give it to me now. Come on, shady, come on, give it to me raw. À cause de vous, moi, je suis là. I'm in town, shady, let's get down. We can do what you like. You know we look alike. My name is Ike and I don't bite. I melt down when you do the lap dance. I don't lie. You got it, booty so fat, boom, so bright, and loud to look at. Face to face combat. Matter of fact, you the fat. Slow down. We taking nice and slow. It's been long ago. I never felt to blow. You put me in the mood. I'm about to explode. Shady go with the flow, cause I'm out of control. I can't get away. I know I sound like a player, but I mean what I say. Give it to me now. Shady, give it to me now. À cause de toi, je suis là. Je suis là à cause de toi. Shady, give it to me wrong. Shady, give it to me now. À cause de toi, je suis là. Je suis là à cause de toi. Shady, give it to me. Burning up with desire like a hot summer boy. You giving me joy, poor little rich girl. You my kind of girl, the hardest chick I ever met. I will never forget. Would you like to bet? My amo, I like to watch you melt in my hand. Tell me your pleasure, your wishes make a man. Don't feel like a stranger whenever you around. I can be a fool if you let me in. I'm here just for you, your booty brand new. I fought the temptation, show me appreciation. Believing is hungry, we can do what you like. I like it when it's raw, come on, give it to me, man. Shady, give it to me now. À cause de toi, je suis là. Je suis là à cause de toi. Shady, give it to me wrong. Shady, give it to me now. À cause de toi, je suis là. Je suis là à cause de toi. Shady, give it. Going deep with my words, cause a lot I wanna say. Every day I pray to have a babe like you. I know you think I don't mean every word I say. Put me on the taste, don't hesitate. You can be my next queen and I'll be your next king. Can I get you what you need to give it to me raw? Life and the rest. Forget all the stress. Take off your dress. We can all night. Shady, give it to me now. À cause de toi, je suis là. Je suis là à cause de toi. Shady, give it to me raw. Shady, give it to me now. À cause de toi, je suis là. Je suis là à cause de toi. Shady, give it to me now.